Welcome to my new house. This is a 4-bedroom, 2.5 bath with a garage, and it's quite a step up from my old house. We were running out of room with 3 kids, and although we loved the house, we had to upgrade. So here we are. It was built in 1993. That is quite the difference from my original house that was built in 1946. There's a ton of stuff to do on it. Not in a way where it needs to be done though. That's what I like about it, because there's some maintenance stuff to do and then I can do a whole bunch of like bigger projects. It just hasn't been updated since 93, but it has been taken care of. So don't worry, plenty of content. So we moved in here about 9 weeks ago and I'm still moving stuff. This is the second to last truckload right here. As you can see, I've just been using my little truck and filling it up, doing one trip at a time. We've been filming some videos at the old house, and I've been doing some touch-up painting and patching and stuff like that. Anyways, let's take a little walk around the house and I'll show you. 2-car garage, although probably not gonna be able to fit 2 cars in here because part of it is gonna be my workshop. And this has kind of been like the catch-all for all the stuff coming from the old house. So I just have like a random smattering of things here, things that have to go in the shed, some things that have to go in the attic, but I'm just dumping it all in here while I sort everything out. So what we have found is that we use this door 90% of the time. And here's Coda. So as you walk in here, stay in here, Coda, you'll see immediately there's a bathroom right here. This is the half bath. And eventually what we might do possibly is open this wall up and either that or put the laundry right here in that closet, because that's a huge closet for the bathroom. Or we might open this wall up, close down the bathroom a little bit, and make like a pantry storage area slash spot, like a bench to take your shoes off and stuff, and a coat rack and stuff like that. And as you walk this way into the kitchen, you'll see this thing is right in the way. I get the idea, and there isn't a ton of like pantry storage, but it's kind of in the way, so I might do something with that. And then we go into the kitchen. Oak cabinets with this kind of dental molding detail on the top. I don't know what I'm gonna do with the cabinets. If I'm gonna leave them the way they are, I could refinish them, I could replace them, although that might be a waste. They're really not in terrible shape. You know, it's just kind of not my style. I would at least change out like the slides and make these nicer. Some of them are in tough shape. I need new appliances. These are very vintage, I guess. Well, 90s. Yeah, vintage at this point. And then new countertops and a new sink. Basically a kitchen remodel, but I just got to figure out what to do with these cabinets. I don't know quite yet. Then we walk this way. We have a nice hallway closet, which is nice to have for coats and stuff. And then they did this tile. I think they did this tile after, but I'm not sure. By the way, in the kitchen, there's linoleum. And what I'm thinking is all throughout this first floor, do hardwood. Hardwood floor, all the same floor. If you look right here, this is carpet. And we've kind of made this our dining room. The thing about this house is we're gonna live in it, figure out what we need, and go from there. So far, we've used this like twice. We've been here for 9 weeks. By the way, that reminds me, I gotta check my health app so I can show you something funny. Look, 9 weeks. 9 weeks ago. You see a trend? All good here, and then boom. Constantly moving and going upstairs to the basement, to the attic, back up, down, moving stuff, and it's been crazy. That's why you might see some really random content, and this video is like, I'm just trying to get things organized, you know, so. But I wanted to make this so you could see kind of the layout here and what to expect in the future. Nice door in the front with the side lights, although brass is not my thing, but that's okay. All of the fixtures and the knobs and stuff are all brass. And then you walk this way, and this is the main living area. It's big, it's nice and long, and you got this mantle here that I don't really know what to do with. Again, nice, but not really my style, with like the tile here and stuff. Nice pellet stove, because we are in New England. Definitely gonna use that. And then this originally was designed to be the dining room. This hung down a lot further. I just put it up there so we didn't bump our heads. Right now, this is the play area, and this is where we kind of hang out. By the way, this place is a mess, but this is real life. This is what's going on right now with me. So this peninsula is kind of cool. One thing that we could do is kind of take this out and put an island in here instead. There's plenty of room for it, but this has been working out kinda. So again, hardwood floor. I don't like having carpet here. It's already getting very messy. We can go out to the deck. Nice sliding glass door right here. Come on, Koda. And I got a nice big deck out here. As you can see, the decking is very worn, and the big thing about this deck is all these boards are so tight. They've swelled up over the years, and there's a bunch of junk in here, and they're starting to bow up, and like this, like the screws are popping up here. This board is way up, so it's kind of a hazard, especially with 3 kids. So I definitely have to do something out here. The handrails are in the same shape, so we're definitely doing something with this, but it wraps around here. Has a nice gate with stairs that go down. You can go down to the backyard there. And yeah, that's the deck. That's the door to the basement. We'll go down there in a little bit. This is where we have our trash, a little bit of storage, and yeah, this is like the same thing as this one. Kind of weird though. We're figuring it out. Let's go upstairs, see the bedrooms. You can also see, not much light up here, but this awkward stair thing. You got like Trivial Pursuit pieces at the top. Here is a full bathroom. Oak cabinets. There's some storage here. Pretty basic though. Check out these ceilings. Gorgeous. Some people like it. I don't, and they're throughout the entire house. This is 1 bedroom, pretty good size. I think this is 12 by 12 or 12 by 10, something like that. Closet, carpet, and I think we would probably do hardwood in the kind of this area right here, and then talking to my wife about carpets or hardwood in the bedrooms. Another bedroom, obviously the twins' room. Same thing. Old light fixtures, wood trim, old baseboard heat. It just could be updated. And I actually have an idea to make this room a little smaller, because the 3rd bedroom here is pretty small. There's a closet right here that jets out, and my thought was maybe I could take this closet down and bump it into that room, and then have like a little nook and kind of make this room a little bigger, make that room a little smaller so they're closer to the same size. That's just a thought. There's the attic. There's a ton of storage up there. I'm going to be doing like some shelving and stuff. And this is the primary bedroom. We have our snowmen and our scarecrow right here, because another dumping ground. This stuff has to go in the attic, so I'll take it up from the garage after I dump it in there, put it right here, and when I'm not exhausted, I try and take it up in the attic. There's a walk-in closet here that needs a little fixing that you couldn't tell by looking at it, but these shelves are pretty much ready to fall off the wall. And then the primary bathroom is just the same. Oak vanity with the same countertops, linoleum, and again, just needs to be updated. All brass stuff. So I had a thought that since this room is so long, eventually, this is like 5-10 years down the road, maybe we could demo the bathroom and that closet and make that all a big bathroom with an actual tub and then a stand-up shower, and then we can put the closet somewhere else. But that's just a crazy idea I had. I'm still obviously thinking about all these things, and for years to come, I'm sure we'll be figuring it out. But that's the upstairs. 4 bedrooms and 2 bathrooms up here. Come down here, you see the handrail is very 90s. It'd be nice to update these things. Just not my style, that's the thing. Nice yellowed doorbell. Now we can go to the basement. Don't judge when we go down there. Come on down. So the house came with a finished basement, which is nice. The first thing you see is this laundry room, which is enormous. It goes back this way. I don't know what they were doing here before, but I don't know if they were, you know, doing laundry for other people, but I mean, it's nice. Slop sink. There's a pump right there that pumps out to the wastewater. It pumps out the wastewater. And that's not the only thing that goes into it. Another thing that goes into it is the sink behind the bar, because now we have a bar, which is not something that was on our list, but kind of cool. I have all my nerdy things up here. And we don't really drink liquor, but there's liquor bottles there. So yeah, we have a bar. And this is my work area right now, where we edit and everything. And then we have more nerdy stuff over here. My collection of old school video games with my Zenith and my Proton pack that I built. Slot machine, because why not? And then this area right here with more nerdy video game stuff. Got some guitars and then some vintage electronics. Mostly stuff that I had as a kid or things that mean something to me, like this. The first video camera I ever had and made videos with, because I've been doing that for a long time. And the first audio recorder, Fisher-Price. Nice drawers that come all the way out. You can put all kinds of nerdy things in. I think the person that lived here before was into records. They might be happy to know that I have continued that tradition. And really not a lot has to be done here. I'm not a huge fan of the floor. I would probably just change this a little bit as far as like colors, probably the floor, and you know, make it more my style. Again, you might be looking at this and saying, that is absolutely perfect, don't touch it. But nothing has to be done down here. And then the other part of the basement, we have a utility kind of area where I have the oil burner, the oil tank, but I also have storage, which is nice. So all this storage, these shelves were here. So plenty of storage right there. And then it just goes around over to here. And this is a radon remediation system for a well. I think the filter needs to be changed, but this is nice. I'm seeing stuff like this all over the house. It says when the filter was changed. That's not the only thing that I've seen like that, so that's what leads me to believe that this house was maintained well. And then right here, another pellet stove. This thing's probably gonna smoke me right out of the basement. I'm gonna be sweating like crazy. Now right out the door here is the deck. I could do like a cool gutter system here and kind of do a patio underneath if I wanted to, or just storage. You can see all the kids' toys are down here right now. It's just starting to get nice out, so I'm gonna start, you know, placing things in the yard and everything. And we have a shed back here. It's pretty big. It's like 16 by 10, and it has power, which is really cool. So needs a good pressure washing though. But if we walk back around to the garage, I'll show you my most favorite part. But first, look at this. If you look down this deck, right down the outside here, you can see that it bows out in the middle. And I think that's happening because all of those deck boards are pushing this out. And in fact, you can see on some of these joists, they're coming away from the joist hangers. So it's, you know, it's a thing where I'm going to replace the decking at some point. But when I do that, I take all the old decking off, I'm gonna have to fix the framing. So somehow, but that's a big project and that's an expensive project, but it'll happen at some point. I have an old like playset over here. I recently saw this video where some guy was saying that he doesn't know at what age, but at some age, everybody picks a tree that they have a thing with, whether you think it should be pruned a certain way or if you're worried about it or whatever. It's funny because I had a tree like that at my old house, and I think I found my tree here. It's this absolutely massive pine tree that has a split that kind of grows off and looks like it kind of leans right towards my house. So that's my tree. More crap right here. This right here, the other door to the garage, that's starting to rust through. There's a hole right here. So whether I fix that or just replace the door. Old brass lights on the outside. Some paint starting to chip off even though they just painted it. I think they did a quick spray job, which you can tell right here. A little overspray right here. So I think that's why that paint's not sticking, because I think they just sprayed the whole house. That's okay. You will see that this is completely unfinished, which I love, because I am going to finish this space, and I think I'm going to turn it into my office. It's completely separate from the house, so it'll be nice and quiet. I don't know what they intended with it before, maybe just storage, but I have some ideas for this space. It's 24 by 24. You know, obviously over here you have this, so that bumps it down a little bit, but this is still a huge open room that I think is going to be really awesome. So that's the tour. That's the short tour anyways. I'm sure for the next 10 years, 20 years, we're going to film lots of videos on this house. I just wanted to show you what I've been up to, all kinds of stuff on the way. Thanks for watching.